Find out what's new in our latest release, version 4.4. First up, new run status overlay. So if I open up Axiom, I'll show you exactly what that means. In the vertical sidebar to the left, you'll see if I hover over the play icon, you've got a run status. Now I can click on that and Axiom will load in the status of any running axioms and recently completed runs with a handy little link to viewing all our reports. Okay, next up, let me collapse and see what's next. Next in the new release, enhanced step recommendations. So we've made the step finder more contextually aware. So when you click in between your steps, it will try and suggest steps that you'll find useful at that time. So for example, I'm just going to click below the enter text step and see what steps it's suggested. So you'll see it's suggested an enter text or a click or even a wait. And quite often when I've added one enter text step, I might want to add a second if I'm filling in a form, or I might want to add a click element to submit the form. You'll also note that you can scroll down to expand all, and we still have the category links where you can drill down to other steps. Okay, next up, new keyboard shortcuts. So we've got two new shortcuts. One that if you click plus, you can open up the step finder, and then another inside the scraper tool where I'm just going to upgrade the step. If I press select, you can see it's just grayed out, but there you can see below in the selector tool, if I press shift N, I can add new columns to the selector tool ready for me to select data. Now I'm just going to collapse that and go to the next new feature of this release, and that is a live sys status available in the sidebar. So that's again in the vertical sidebar to the left. Down at the bottom you'll see a green dot for system. Now if there's an issue with the system, a degraded performance, for example, it'll go orange, and if the system down, which is a very rare occurrence, it will go red. Next up in the release is inline JSON validation has been added, and that's been added to the, let me just show you, to the webhook step for outputting data, posting data. And if I put some invalid code in there, I've just typed in there, it'll now give you a validation message. Okay, next up, let's keep going, scrolling down the page. Refresh preview button added. This is a feature I've wanted for a long time now because I'm often adding sheets and updating them. Now I can refresh the data if it doesn't automatically update already, and you'll see that the preview has got a little refresh button just in the top right hand corner of the table, and I can click refresh there to pull in a new set of data. That's especially useful if you've manually updated your spreadsheet. Next up, local storage now available to save in the cloud. So obviously you can share your cookies in the cloud. You do this by going into the settings of the Axiom, the left-hand vertical sidebar, click on the cog, and under run options, look for store cookies, toggle it on, and I can just populate from the Axiom, and it pulls in the cookie that I want, which is the Gmail cookie. And I can obviously resync those cookies, and I can resync them across all my axioms because from time to time cookies do expire. But we also noticed that occasionally when our users are running bots, sharing the cookie wasn't enough. You also need to share the local storage, so we've added an option to do just that. You can now just toggle on local storage, and that can be shared along with the cookie. You can also just share local storage if you need to for your use case. Okay, next up, we've just got a list of minor fixes which you can read on the website. One of my favorites on that is a little thing that annoyed me for a while about Axiom, and that was when writing data to a Google Sheet. By default, when you add the step, it was always set to clear data before writing. Now it's set to add to existing data, which is my preferred setting for that automation. And generally, I'm going to guess it is everyone else's. So that's it for the updates. We hope you enjoy them. Do reach out on our website or via support@Axiom.ai if you have any ideas, features you would like to see, or how you'd like to see a feature evolved. We'll always have open ears and would be keen to understand better what you require. Okay, that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Take care.